This is my third take. I've been recording for an hour. This is great. I'm so excited. Hi, I'm Chuck, or Charlie, or Charles, or Chuckles, or fucking whatever. If you came from my Tumblr, you might know me as Fanboy from the username I came up with when I was 12. Or you might, if you've been around really long, like, my boy Cross, you're watching this, possibly, um, who I met on a children's coding website, of all things, when we were both, like, 10 years old. You might even remember me as Elliot, because that was the original fake name I used on the internet. But no, Chuck is my actual name. I'm 15. I'm from the United States, specifically, Wisconsin. I've lived here my whole life. In fact, I've lived in this very house my whole life. It is old as dirt. And I want to make a video diary because I tend to kind of like tune out the world around me a lot. Like, I'll spend most of my time daydreaming or doing homework or drawing or reading or listening to music or like hanging out with my friends, and like I'll have some memories from that, but as a whole I don't remember much, and it makes me kind of sad because, like, I know I was a happy kid even though I didn't have that many friends or anything. But I spent most of my time, like, playing video games on the computer. I'd just play Minecraft or something. And, like, it makes me sad. I can't remember most of my childhood, even though, like, nothing particularly bad happened that would give me a reason to tune it out. Like, a few years ago, I think 2 or 3 now, Jesus Christ, it's been so long. It did not feel like that. Like, there was a lot of shit that happened. There was someone that happened that gave me a reason to block it out, but I didn't even block out the worst shit. But, like, most of the time I didn't have a reason to block it out, but I still did, and now I'm sad that I can't remember that. So I'm making a video diary so I can, remember this piece of my life. And maybe a few years from now, maybe I'll have continued it, maybe I haven't, but I'll be able to look back on it and be like, oh, that's how life was when I was 15, 16, 17, when I was in virtual school, when I was in high school, over summer break, in freshman year and sophomore year, and this and that. That's how it was like when I went to my grandma's house that one time. That's how I went when I went to this city, or I went to this park, or this zoo, or this is how I thought when I first watched this movie. This is how I thought before I discovered this book. And I like the idea of that. And also because even though I know factually I'm not gonna make it into any history textbooks, that's for sure, I like the idea of a video I made or something I wrote or something I drew being something that someone looks back on later and being, hey, this is a piece of this time, this decade, this era. I'm sorry, I have asthma. It makes me have fucking chronic goose cough. It is so annoying. And it makes me sound like a chain smoker. It makes me sound like I'm smoking. I don't know what is with me today. But I like the idea of someone looking back and being like, hey, this is what it was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. This is what this random motherfucker from the middle of nowhere, even though I'm not really from the middle of nowhere, but close enough. This is what this teenager from the middle of nowhere was thinking about, or what they thought of current events. And maybe maybe they'll think I'm on the right side of history, maybe they won't, but I like the idea of being a historical artifact, even though I know I won't be. It's just nice to think that. Like, I know it's not real, but it's nice to think. If anyone's confused about the fact my name is Chuck, but I look and sound like a girl, I am a tranny. Which is great for living in America in 2025. I'm so happy about that. I'll make a video about that later, but... Anyway, this is supposed to be introducing myself. I've gone off the rails in... I have to burp, but I can't burp, so I keep just having, like, frog throat. But... Okay, so this is me introducing myself. I'm Chuck, or Charlie, or Charles. I'm 15. I live in Wisconsin. I've always lived in Wisconsin in the US. I like drawing and writing and making bracelets and especially designing characters. I really love designing and writing characters. I love my own characters. I love other people's characters and stories. I like being able to look at a story someone wrote and I'm able to understand that character inside and out because that's as much as exists of that character. And I can't do that with people, so it's nice to be able to understand, it is cold, understand a person. Like, they're not real, but I can understand them, and I know why they're doing things, which, with most people in reality, even if I'm super close with them, like my friend who are, I'll just call Orb, that's what they go by on Tumblr. I don't know if they want to be named. Or with my sister, or my mom. What?
Off the kitchen, room light when you go bed.
Okay. Or my mom, even though I'm really close with them, and I know them, I don't really understand why they do or say a lot of things a lot of the time. Hell, I don't even know why I say or do things a lot of the time, but in fiction, if you don't understand why someone says or does something, it's out of character, and that's bad writing. But in real life, if someone does or says something you don't understand, you're in the wrong for not understanding. And you're fucking rude for asking why, or for not getting the secret code they're sending you. That's why I like characters. That, and I just like being able to see myself in something that I actually like. And being able to see myself in someone and then look and see that other people like that. And I like that. I like connecting to things. I don't know why I like seeing myself that much when I don't like seeing myself that much, but some questions will never be answered. Other things I like, I really like music. I listen to a lot of music, I like to think. I'm trying to expand my music taste. I tend to latch on to like 5 songs from one artist and then eternally listen to those on repeat and then never listen to any of their new work. I guess if you'd try to box me into one music taste, it would be like rock, maybe emo or post-hardcore. My favorite band is My Chemical Romance. It has been since I was 13? I got into them in 7th grade, and it got me through some shit. And it helped me put words to stuff. Um, and I like their music. I like the sound. Um, I'm recently getting into Big Thief. I heard their song "Not" on social media, and I was like, "Yo, that's a good song. I should listen to them." So here I am. I don't know if the soundtrack to the Spider-Verse movies counts, but I love that shit. I listen to it while I'm studying and stuff. It's great. Um, I do like some more upbeat stuff. Pierce the Veil, The Millionaires, Ayesha Erotica. I don't listen to that much Sir Mix-a-Lot, but I like it. My mom is actually a really big Sir Mix-a-Lot fan. Uh, other bands. Shit. I'm trying to listen to more Pine Grove. They made the song where it's like, why do I seem to need to? You've probably heard it. It has the little like guitar. It's a nice song. A lot of their music sounds like that, and I like it. I need to listen to more Bad Bad Hats. I haven't listened to them in years. I used to be known as Bad Bad because I would wear my hat merch all around school because I hated my hair. I still hate my hair. I look like a Q-tip. I'm never happy with it. Okay, away from music. I can I've already listed most of my hobbies. Voice crack of the century, Jesus. So I can only think of like fandoms. But if I only list fandoms, it makes me sound like a fucking loser. Unfortunately, I like Has Been Hotel. I'm sorry. For some reason, if I say that, I get absolutely dogged on every time. Like, I know it's not good, and I know that you can, like, see the potential trying to scrape through. It's like they're fighting against having a good story. I liked it when the YouTube pilot came around. When I was an actual child, not even a teenager yet. I'm absolutely dating myself here. Not a big fan of having to say that and then say I've been a fan since I was 11. Not great. If it makes you feel better, my sister showed me she was like 20. But like the original pilot's good, and I loved the characters since before the Amazon show came out. I like Hell of a Boss too. I think it's better written than Has Been Hotel is, if I'm gonna be honest, but still not great. I hate when I love a thing and I like latch onto the characters so much, but it's never going to be as good as I see it as. Because I know it could be so good if it just had a little more. It is so annoying. But yeah, I like Has Been Hotel. Big fan. The character of Angel Dust I latched onto a few years ago. Trying not to share too many details about myself that could hint at certain things I don't want to talk about yet, publicly, but his character and especially the song Poison got me through a lot. It let me give like words to what happened and what I went through. I don't want to talk about this publicly, but I genuinely feel like if someone wants to actually understand me, I have to share this with them because it really shaped who I am. I feel like I am fucking formed around this thing that I'm trying to dance around. Okay, on to a less extremely distressing topic that still gives me nightmares at the age of fucking 15. I like horror movies. My favorite movie is Tusk. I think it got popular on TikTok. I got through it. I got into it from the, I kid you not, Wendigoon disturbing movie iceberg. Because it was the only one I first saw on there that I felt like I could handle. And I could, it's really funny. I've also seen the first Human Centipede movie. Honestly, I'm really squeamish when it comes to, let's say, certain bodily fluids. I can handle gore and all that. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't affect me, because it never did. I don't know what that is or why, but it doesn't affect me. But like shit and vomit, no, I can't handle that. But like the first Human Centipede movie actually kept it really clean, like to the point it didn't even faze me. And I run out of the room if someone starts throwing up. Which sucks, because I live with 3 cats and someone with really bad digestive issues. Makes them nauseous all the time. I feel so bad. I have not seen Human Centipede 2. I've spoilered the whole movie for myself. I watched Megan is Missing a few months ago, and it absolutely fucking wrecked my mental health. I sound like I'm fucking dissociating or something, but I swear I'm just trying to get my thoughts in order without sharing things that I'm not ready to talk about yet. I watched Megan is Missing a few months ago without checking any content warnings, because the only thing I had heard about it was people talking about it on social media and being like, "Oh, the barrel scene," and I'm like, "Oh, she dies in a barrel. Okay, cool." And then, if you've seen the movie, there is a certain very drawn out scene. Actually, there's several very drawn out scenes of certain things happening to a character who happens to be 14 by a grown-ass man in the movie, which I didn't check spoilers for, so I completely blindsided and then fucking just stared in shock instead of turning the thing off. So that was great. It fucked up my mental health for like a month afterwards. I could not sleep. Oh shit, 5%. I gotta wrap up soon. But yeah, I have to spoil every movie I watch before watching it for myself now. Anyway, I need to finish up my introduction. My phone is at 5%. My name is Chuck. I'm from Wisconsin. I like drawing, writing, and character design. I like emo and scene and punk fashion. Actually, all alternative fashion. I really like music, including really sad music that rips your heart out. I like a lot of things. I like a lot of pieces of media that I can see a lot of potential of, but it feels like they never get at that. And okay, I need to wrap up now before my phone dies, and then I have to go upstairs without a flashlight, and I don't want to walk into a wall.